Okay, I'm gonna transition you all so you can all be heard and stuff.
Okay, welcome
Yeah.
to the, I believe this is the winner's bracket final. So to explain the situation,
Yeah.
the winner of this will go to the main final. The loser of this will go into a kind of playoff, and they'll be playing the winner of KSFQ and Vapo. So that is not going to be an easy race for whoever does lose this race. And then the winner of that race will come up to play the winner of this race, and the winner of this race will have to lose twice to lose the tournament. And if they win any match against, their opponent, they will be the overall winner. We have Baconman versus Derek, and I am joined by LP3 Cinema.
Bonjour.
Who is Canadian. So,
don't see how that was relevant, but okay.
Bonjour. What do we see in this race? What do you think is going to happen?
They're gonna play fast,
Yeah, I get a sneaking suspicion that might
Good
be
answer.
the case. Yeah.
Thanks. I didn't realize we were already in one of the finals.
Oh yeah,
I have not been paying attention.
That's okay. I've done some of my homework, so I think I can cover for you. So I'd say today we are expecting to see a pretty favorited runner here in Baconman. Derek's put out 3 131s in the knockout rounds, and throughout the tournament, I think Bacon has only had 3 runs which have been slower than Derek's PB. So Bacon is kind of a heavy favourite, not to mention the fact that he's the second fastest runner at the moment and the fastest runner in this tournament.
I was just going to pick him because he had the coolest name.
Well, there you go. So I am expecting to see Bacon do well. We have 150 FPS on Bacon's side and Derek on 120. So we're expecting to see 2 cemetery sets later on in the run. And I'm going to ask both runners if we're ready because we have met the 7 o'clock time for this.
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, I will ask Bacon. Okay, cool, we're ready. Okay, runners, get ready. LP3, I'll leave you to the countdown.
Oh, okay, I got this. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
And have fun.
I was going to do it in French, but I didn't want to confuse people.
I'm sure they'd manage. So this is going to be the start of the run, and there's not much to talk about. Homer 1 is Homer 1. It happens. The only difference is at least we don't have an hour of it, as we might expect to see if we actually watch these people while they were streaming, and that they weren't in race conditions in which they had to take whatever they get. So far in the tournament, both of these runners have not been beaten once. However, generally, I think people would say that Bacon has had the harder route to this position. Whereas obviously Derek had Duck Bob, and Duck Bob is no easy race to play. Bacon had to play KSFQ, and KSFQ is probably just unless the only case in which you don't want KSFQ is if you get Baconman. And if you're Baconman, you can't race Baconman. So it's kind of a situation of he's kind of
Good
gone through like the
observation.
toughest. He's gone through the toughest like opponent he can, and he's managed it. So I do see Bacon as a heavy favorite, but I'm honestly hoping to see like a few spanners thrown in the works for a bit of drama, as we have perfect synchronicity.
I don't care if it's only a minute in. The fact that they're in sync is insane.
Yeah, I think we just have a situation here of like, I think Gady might just have accidentally captured like the same stream twice here, because they're just so. Oh, never mind. I think they've delineated from one another.
The crusty glass truck helped us prove that.
Yeah, it's kind of like if this run isn't spliced, clap now.
I know what I'm doing. Give me a second.
Oh no.
It's gonna be great. Don't worry about it.
So I think actually also this is the first stage of the tournament in which we only have sub 130 runners. I think that with Bulmer's elimination yesterday, although Bulmer's is basically a 130 runner at this point, because I think his current PB only is not a sub 130 on the basis of a missed bar 2 cutscene skip, which is horrific. I would be very frustrated with that myself. So we do have a situation here where like every single runner is. Thank you, LP Thrice Cinema, for the subscription. I should also add that the entire tournament is being done in aid of charity, in aid of the Trevor Project, who helps with suicide prevention among the LGBTQ+ community, Save the Children, whose name is kind of self-explanatory, and the Environmental Action Defense Fund, which, again, kind of self-explanatory. So all the money that is raised from this tournament will be going straight to there. So to everyone who subscribed, give bits, and so on, and gifted subs as well, because I think one or two individuals have gifted like an insane number of subscriptions. Yeah, well done, charity. Thumbs up from me. Thumbs up and a smiley face from me. See how Baconman does. Ooh, that 150 FPS there, really showing its colors there, because the launch he gets is insane. Derek gets exactly the same situation, except just doesn't get the launch. Although I think their coins are, 10 coins of the difference right now. And there we go, Lambton aiding charity with a gift sub to I'm Not the Doctor.
I've started something.
Oh no.
You're saying oh no to charity?
Yeah, I think the environment is at far. I think like right now we're wrapping the environment up in too much cotton wool, and we need to make sure it goes through the problems, builds character. Wait, okay, yeah, Bacon here is pushing Lenny towards the phone booth in order to start storing an enter skip, basically. I'm not 100% sure how this actually works, but we get this weird mouse look position. And as long as you don't do a few things, which to my knowledge include don't change your camera position, like don't go from like close follow to far follow or bumper cam, and other things. And then when you load up the next mission, if you press enter, you'll get a pan and skip, which is cool. But I don't fully understand how it happens, and I don't know how to do it.
This has to be brand new.
Oh yeah, it's brand new, and Baconman was the discoverer.
Because I thought you just messed up Lenny Skip.
Oh no. Although it does look kind of like what you do in NG Plus, because you already have Cloud King in that situation. Okay, so yeah, both of them do both in a minivan, which is generally considered the better car. Although I'm not in agreement with that for destroying Skinner or Smithers, as one poor woman there gets caught in the crossfire. But survives miraculously. Oh, both of them have. Oh my god, they're the same woman caught in the crossfire.
Pay your respects in chat.
To that one to the twins. The twins are dead. Baconman insistent on button jump. I don't know what the exact number is, but there's a rule of if you miss button jump once, try it like 3 more times because if you get it in either of like the 2 times after, you're going to be on the same cycle as if you get it like on your 3rd or 2nd attempt. I'm not exactly sure what the exact numbers are because I don't go for button jump myself. I think Bacon's a little bit sloppy here. Some of his kicks are redundant because his positioning is just a little bit off, although still significantly faster than what I do myself. Sexy footage.
Skipping the vending machine. Bold move.
Some might just say standard, as long as your coin route is not god-awful.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Oh, that's all I had.
Oh god. I've just seen one of the new emotes. That is an abomination. Not just because it's Cletus, but bloody... whoever designed that, I'm gonna assume it was Sparrow who designed that. Like, Sparrow, come on.
I need to see this now. No, that's lit. That's a great emo.
I mean, like, the worst thing is, like, his head isn't even properly in there. It's like he's stabbing into his mouth. You dab into the forehead. It's like, jeez. Like, it's not even a
Sounds
good
like you're being
dab.
a bit nitpicky.
Come on, it's Homer 1. There's nothing to talk about. I need to find something. And you see that Bacon picking up, like, small little things, and a very interesting pickup on Krusty Glass. In this mission, there is a thing called rubber banding. This game, in its early phases, tries to make it very difficult to fail. Whew! Bloody hell, that man just like did a little hop in the air. But yeah, the game tries to make it very difficult to fail early missions, and that means that the van will slow down if you get too far away from it in order to kind of go, come on, catch up, you can still do it. And the issue is we want to get to the end of the mission fast as Baconman gets destroyed.
Yo, sick.
Jesus Christ, Spider-Man, Spider-Pig? No, Spider-Man. That was incredible. Jesus Christ. Every time I try to explain slingshotting, just something happens. This van just doesn't want me to explain this right now. But basically we want the van to get to the end position as quick as possible, and because like we're tied to the van due to it being a follow mission, we need to stay close to it in order to get it to the end faster. As Derek gets a little bit wrecked, but should be fine.
He got 1/3 of a Gamden. The double wasp.
He got a gap.
Yeah, he got a gat if we're playing Gamden-esque horse.
I don't like what Derek's doing here. He's going to be safe, like, as I looked at that more, but, like, I was just thinking, that looks risky. But also, I don't think he has any stored enter skip, so whereas Baconman will get the pan end skip, Derek will not. And now we just watch as the slightly cinematic shot just keeps on going. It's a good bone storm so far for Bacon, I think. Yeah, this... I'm always reticent to say whether something is, like, good or bad with the top runners, because I am aware of the fact that, like, they can recover things that I can't. So what might look like
watch these
it's
guys
gone.
race and realize you're not even close to as good as they are.
Yeah, it's,
This is just making me sad.
well, maybe you should run the game again, Kappa.
Maybe I was planning on it, okay?
Stop playing bully, just play Char. That's all you need.
Right? People noticed I played bully? That's an honor. Bully is great. I don't care what anybody says.
And on Baconman's screen, we see that Carl skip. I don't know how long ago this was discovered, About 2 years, I'd say.
Back in 19-dickety-2.
We had to take diggity because the Kaiser had stolen our 20s.
That's the
but
best
yeah,
character in The Simpsons. Not debatable.
It is, it's just basically a trick because the way the resets work is it's based on the position of the player character. And because the family sedan is so like long in the back, the place where you get reset kind of puts you in the wall for some reason. And when you're in the wall, the game just sort of says, you don't really have collisions anymore, and you just phase through it pretty handily. And now into part 1. Bacon getting very fortunate with that sports car. Basically the perfect position for it to be. And 150 FPS in action as he just like jumps all the way over, and you saw he broke as he landed. The reason for that is
Skinner boost. Sorry.
Yeah, but it's also because Skinner, when he hits you, he like just spins out of control.
He has no idea where he is. Second he connects with you.
Basically, yeah. I don't know exactly why it would be. Like maybe like the game just doesn't understand like zero distance between Skinner and the player character, and it's just like, what? What's happening? And then just tries to do anything it can to solve it. As Derek is a little bit iffy here. I think Skinner's gonna follow. Yeah, we're gonna see the MV here. Wait, what? I think Skinner's gotten lost in the train car. Because he definitely followed him into the train car. I mean, I'd say like lucky, but also bad luck to have even gotten that close to being followed. I see how Bacon goes here with his coins, because the last race I did see of him, which I commentated, his coins were sick. Like, they were so high. And there were places where I did say, like, that's a pickup one too many. But I think he also has a habit of taking corners slightly wide in some cases in order to pick up very, very few coins. But they add up so quickly because you'll hit phone booths and everything like that. And it's just weird how quickly that accumulates, because when I last checked Derek's coins, he was 18 coins under. And I couldn't think of a single thing which had happened as far as major pickups of vending machines and boxes and Watts were concerned, where I'd say, yeah, that's why Bacon has more coins. It's just purely because of things like in FBI, he got that crusty glass by driving under it somehow. He picked up a phone booth before he picked up the crusty glass. That's 7 coins he just picks up for free, basically. And they're observing that is something that a lot of the top runners have been doing of late. Also, I'd say news stands in the downtown level are also worth 5 coins a pop. So they're pretty valuable if you're just like there and you need coins.
Fine by me. You cheated, cheater.
Bit high on hit and run meter for Derek. Having to take a very intentional line through there.
Oh, now come on.
That was close. Lou almost gave him hit and run by jumping into the car.
Why, I oughta.
That's a very quick escape on Derek's side.
Woo, nice one.
And Bacon is safe. Or I guess you could say he's saved his bacon.
Can I get a new purple?
I'll leave the call. Bye.
I gotta play. No problemo.
Okay.
This is what you get when you book me for commentary.
Need sugar.
I wish I knew before I agreed. There's a 6 strat you can do in this black van mission, and I don't know if either of them are gonna do it.
I expect to see Baconman do it 150 FPS and in sports car, both conditions for it. And he's going for it, and it's gonna be successful. Although for a sec I thought he was gonna crash.
Lit. That's such a good strat. I don't know how we never thought of that.
Yeah, I think Vapo came up with that about 3 or 4 months ago. And Derek is in a taxi, so we may not see him do it because the taxi is just worse, as Baconman's car goes around the slow way, which is somewhat beneficial because the van is less likely to get itself stuck. However, the top runners have found ways to manipulate the van. in such ways that it can go around the fast way but not even attempt to get itself stuck. And also they're good enough such that they can manipulate the fan. If it does try to get itself stuck, it's just a bit slow.
Oh, hey, Sprint. Let's hit the town.
Okay, Bacon's on 542 coins. After this, I'm gonna take a look at Derek's coins when he gets to that same position. Yeah, we're looking at a big coin discrepancy between the two runners, and it's just purely because of Bacon's like general small pickups, and they're just adding up so quickly.
I blame his computer navigation.
Bacon unlucky there with RNG. Although Snake really like, giving him a good boost. Turn around. Good
guy, Snake.
And Derek will be on 493 coins. So we have a 49 coin difference between the two runners right now. And there's not been one major pickup I've seen Baconman pick up that Derek hasn't. Little things like going around Lard Lad, so you pick up those 3 coins. They're just like standing there and picking up the just trees and stuff like that. It's just adding up so quickly.
Now to find a satellite dish. Has those.
Although black screen kind of messing it up for Baconman there. Going into a main menu warp in order to reset the wasp counter. Is that this game technically has 20 wasps per level, but only 2 of them actually exist at any given time. So, for example, if you know where there's a bunch of wasps nearby, if you can make one follow you into an area of another wasp, and then make both of them follow you to the area of another wasp, that wasp won't spawn. Because it doesn't exist. There's only 2 wasps. Actually, I don't know if Baconman might have picked up that Krusty Burger wasp earlier. I might be.
He did.
I didn't
He
know.
did.
Okay, well there we go. That's a reason for the.
You got
49
it during the
coin
nerd
difference.
race.
Now we're gonna go into Better Than Beef, a mission which yesterday Derek had a lot of difficulty with. Although very fortunate here to have a car that's 1 hit from destruction. We're gonna expect him to go for that. It's 10 coins for free. The only thing is you just get a lot of hit and run meter for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek had a lot of problems with this mission yesterday. He failed it once or twice due to just torrents of bad luck. And also the reset in the train car once or twice. He did it too early and ended up respawning on the wrong side of the trains. I expect he's going to take a bit later and he gets successfully.
Another free wasp.
Yeah, just in
Sheesh.
Baconman's side, we're not going to expect to see Gazebo Wasp attempted here because he's already gotten 2 wasps with the main menu warp he just got. And Apu Escape is fine. And Derek will be finishing Better Than Beef Section 1
And sound.
pretty easily.
I took.
So no bad luck this time. And another main menu war. Going into Monkey See, Monkey Do, which has a very interesting strat in it. LP3Q, tell me more about it.
So glad to be of service.
I don't need to stand for this bullying.
Hi.
This is unjust and not what I signed up for. So you're about to see a frame perfect trick coming up.
Your service. Time to run.
The problem is, like, we've
Easily
both
the
been
hardest
in
trick in this game.
We've both been in this so long that most people just haven't been here long enough to understand what this is referencing.
Don't worry, I'm about to lose my mind when they get it.
Okay, oh god, we're approaching it. Oh no.
The height,
Bacon.
it's building.
Be careful, Bacon. It's even mad enough to attempt it. Oh my god. No! It didn't work!
The madman! Told you, harder than it looks, harder than it looks. And then just ran into the sign out of frustration. Man, it's difficult.
Okay, so to let everyone else in on what's happening here, 2 years ago we had a tournament, and in it, LPD described the getting in between after you get the museum stairs monkey and going behind the sign. That's very, very difficult.
Tell me I'm wrong. Bacon Man, one of the best. Just missed it. I'm not wrong.
I'd
Let's
say,
see. Can Derek get it?
everyone hype in the chat, please. Can we all lose
Let's
our
go.
can we everyone just lose your mind? He did it. Derek, absolute pro, did it. I'd say one thing I noticed on Baconman's side, it's slightly more optimized because when he has to skid to get into a monkey, the time at which you want to hit the monkey is at the apex of the skid because you don't want to like go further than you need to pick up the monkey. Whereas Derek has been taking certain turns in ways where he'll keep on going after picking up the monkey. It's very small, but just at the absolute top level of that speedrun, we do see small little incremental improvements that do kind of make the difference between the runners who have, for example, a 129, which is brilliant, like Derek, and runners for the 126, which is insanely brilliant, like Baconman.
Wait, 126?
Yeah, the run has gotten a lot faster. I remember back when sub 130 was just like this pipe dream.
I remember when I told Bill 4 years ago that this game would get down to sub 130 and he called me an idiot. I would like my apologies. Shouts out to Bill, he's a legend.
To be fair, a lot of things in this run have changed so much.
And it's like I knew it.
Like, main menu warping wasn't a thing. Out of bounds wasn't a thing. What else was just like significantly just not done? We didn't have boat jump, we didn't have... Oh god, there's so many things that like my brain
Out
is
of
like
bounds
not
at the end?
remembering. Yeah, as I said.
Oh,
What
okay.
else is
Well,
there?
I should be listening.
Perhaps. Also, like, more recently, like, enter skips and so on are another thing. But it's just insane the number of things
What
that
skips?
this run has done to... enter skips. That's what happens when they go to the phone booth and they get mouse lock. You press enter and then you skip the pan in.
Well then. I thought
No,
you could
don't worry,
only
this
do
is-
that in 2 spots.
I don't know, no, this is a different principle. I don't know exactly how it works. Ask Bacon later.
With our relentless talking, Bacon Man got a really good sellouts.
Yeah, it was good, but I'd say it wasn't like the best he's ever gotten by any means. And Derek a bit dicey on the third card, but weirdly in a very good, not weirdly, but luckily in a very good position for the fourth car. As Bacon stores an enter skip, so you see there, he pressed enter, skip the pan in. And Derek, I'd say
I don't understand this game anymore.
about 7 seconds maybe slower than Bacon there. Because I remember seeing 6:19 on the screen when Bacon entered the tunnel. And don't worry, I don't understand this game either. I just play it relentlessly.
I don't, and that's probably why my psyche has gone up, my morale has gone up.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
Derek just missed a cutscene skip.
Damn.
That is 2 different levels right there. I think Bacon's gonna get a false gold here just because of that launch. Because it strangely, like, it worked. For those of you who don't know, the way in which this game works is that if you go beyond a certain speed, the game just like freaks out. I might get Gady in my ear telling me the exact speed that is. Because he's the rehost and I don't know if he's listening. But if you get to a certain speed, the game just freaks out and launches you. Although typically you get launched in the air and then you end up 1 hit from death. In that case, he just, went where he wanted to go. Because, isn't that nice?
Look at that, Gady just told you you're wrong.
What? Oh, well, lovely.
Bacon Man's FPS has me worried for Bart 2, because you can go in that wrench shortcut and clip into the wall and then just explode your car.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can.
Yeah,
Indeed.
and at higher FPS, that seems like it's way more likely.
Yeah, it's. I think it's due to that launch that you get into the area because you're like not on the road. You just like sort of go through the air.
I've had
And
plenty
Derek-
of runs died to that wrench shortcut.
Derek,
I don't even, is it even a wrench? It just looks like a wrench.
The what?
This
You
thing
mean
that
the
can crash
robotic
your
arm?
car.
Yeah, it's like a little robotic arm.
I've just always called it a wrench.
Bacon is not going for beach coins. A lot of the better runners will go for beach coins before talking to Millhouse. But that does mean I'm gonna expect him to go for boat jump, which is a bit easier on the higher FPSs. Yeah, it's gonna go for you. Hit
I
the
need to
stump,
see this.
you go
I've
in the
never seen
air,
this
and then
before.
it didn't work. Basically, what would happen there is that as he was in the air, the game would reset him, and it would reset him to be up on top of the boat. And then you can drive over the boat and pick up 2 free boxes, basically.
Damn.
So I wonder how that is going to affect his coin right now. Because I'm going to expect to see fast limo from him, and I'm going to expect to see fast third sedan from him. So I don't see any point where beach coins are going to be feasible for him to pick up. Nor do I see any point where the boat coins are feasible to be picked up. Although his coins are fine. Any more than 1,000 at the end of Clueless is absolutely golden.
I didn't know you could reset that early in Krusty Lou and still get spawned outside. I just run into the fence every time. And there goes Millhouse. We
I'm
hardly
telling
knew
you,
ye.
I don't know anything. I don't care. Which, incidentally, Derek won't understand because apparently he doesn't watch The Simpsons. I'll be in his chat making references to The Simpsons, and I'll be like,
Yikes.
"Is that a
Must be
Simpsons
quiet.
reference? I don't understand." And Derek here picking up the beach coins, which Baconman did not.
I only remember one Simpsons episode, that's it. And that's the one where Homer went on spring break.
Bacon on the second attempt there buffered Cletus, where you let him hit you in order to sort of take away all his speed, which makes it a lot easier to guide him in because obviously, you know,
Yo,
moving
what?
less fast.
This bonfire is insane.
It's a bit bad for Bacon Man, and honestly, I think a good like. I'd
I
say
mean,
even
yeah,
for
yeah,
me,
it's
that
terrible.
bonfire would be a bit not great.
I mean, yeah, mediocre. Mediocre at best.
And you see here, Derek has had to go for 4 jumps, whereas I think Bacon Man only had to do 3. It's very small, but those small little things, like knowing exactly where to do a ground pound in order to hit 2 things every single ground pound, is just, again, those small increments that make Bacon Man's coins so good and his time so low.
I didn't even notice he had hit and run.
He's fine.
Buying the
He's
clothes at the
looking whack.
observatory. That sounds like something good players at this game would do.
How long have you been inactive for that that's a new thing to
Listen,
you?
no, I was in the tournament, but I still picked them up in the comic book store.
Are you playing no mission works or something?
Nah, it's faster. You're already there. You already have to go inside. So
Yeah, but you have to be in the observatory too.
then what's the difference?
The fact that you go through a mission complete screen rather than going through a time when like you could actually be doing a mission, because the time in which they go for the outfit thingy is during the mission complete screen, and that's basically like free time because you can't do anything, you can't mission work in that time.
Nah.
It's good
I
to
don't
know
see
we
it.
have expertise in this.
I know
in this
history. I don't
commentary.
know what makes you good at this game now. I know what used to make you good at this game.
I mean, say what you want about LP3. He knows how one might get a 4-hour 100% time.
Yeah.
As
Wait, is that a
opposed-
bad time now?
Yeah, we're on the precipice of 3.
Damn.
I think at the moment 301 is the 100% world record.
Sheesh. Let me guess. Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
much his baby. Very few other people are doing it. Although at the moment there is probably should mention that if you can find a way to make coin grinding 10 minutes or shorter, you'll be about 800 dollars richer because a bounty was put out to find the method. As Bacon ends up on the side and is going to try to
That
store an
worked.
enter skip here. A full mission's difference now. So Derek is really, really like not the favorite right now. He's already up against it, and he's about. I don't want to say because I know that my Operation Hellfish is a lot different to theirs, but about a minute and 40 seconds behind. I feel like someone's gonna go. Actually, it only takes a minute 20, and I'll just feel like.
It's actually a
So-
minute 19.5.
Oh damn it! See how this goes for Bacon.
That
Second drop
first sedan
is
wasn't
round.
bad.
Is he gonna go for the which manip is he gonna go for? Is he gonna hang back? No, he's not. He's gonna try to get in front of Snake in order to because the way in which drops work is that it works kind of like over geographical areas, and there is a certain timer over which the drop can happen. Or at least that's enough of an explanation to help you understand it. It might not be the technically correct one. So if we can get him into the geographical location and get in front of him to slow him down, we're just going to count down on that timer in order to make him drop it in a more advantageous position.
Listen, how are these people so good, man? I don't get it.
They take plenty of calcium. I think that's their method.
He needs some milk.
He drinks plenty of milk with all the vitamin J. See if
I hate
Baconman
this.
goes for boat jump. I wasn't expecting it either.
Oh dear.
Just watching that box be picked up so nicely by Baconman just makes me question why I
Agree.
run this game. Because I'm so bad at picking up that box and that little, like, you know, kick the back end of the car out. I just always,
Yikes.
like, drive
Derek
right into
missed
it.
the vending machine.
LP3, what's your favorite line from Braveheart?
What's my favorite what?
Freedom!
Yeah,
I always
that.
make little jokes when Lisa screams freedom.
And jokes in quotations.
Jokes as in things I say in order to drown out the silence. And there you go, Derek with a very proper snake minute. Cough, cough. Yeah.
No, that was a
I
sneeze.
agree. Oh, sorry. That big fell off from me. It's inside.
Thanks.
And again, a full mission difference between the two runners. I'd say we're looking at about a minute 20 right now as a difference between them. And both of them going for an enter skip simultaneously to the exact same position, to the exact same character, but in different missions. See how this goes. If fast enough is going to be a thing that Baconman can do. This looks good to me. Yeah, it's good. It's so fast. Like, this mission can be finished
That's
in about
actually
52
really
seconds
difficult.
now. It's very hard, yeah. And also there's ways to make it even harder but faster, because if you do a pause on pause, similar to an FBI, how if you pause on pause, the vehicle doesn't go back before it goes forward. It makes it faster, but the actual time you have
Answer
to
me
get
this.
into position is so small.
What do you call it when you no longer have to run this game anymore?
Freedom.
Yeah. Wow, thanks for the enthusiasm.
Well, I'm still
My
trapped.
joke was way better.
I'm still trapped in this prison, so there's sort of like that forlorn sense. Where I
You're
don't
right,
have
it is
freedom.
freedom.
And Bacon is going to be storing an enter here, which is good, but I don't expect Eric to do it. I expect him to try to do something else in order to make it less risky, and also maybe to pick up some coins in the process. There's several things you can do there. You can go into the neighbor's garden and pick up 2 boxes. It's a little bit risky, a little bit tight, but I expect boat runners to be good enough to do it without failing. Or you can try to store an enter, which is a valid thing to do, but it can just be a bit tricky. And Bacon is just fine on Donut Fire. That was very smooth, although I think that donut truck is going to try to get out, so he's going to want to push him right into the corner.
The repo guys aren't gonna like that. It was an accident.
And fast slow-mo is not a thing Derek's going to be getting, unfortunately. And the
It is
annoying
very
thing
difficult.
is also, he already has beach coins. The only thing he can get is the wasps, which is 25 coins, but it's just not going to be worth it for the time he's going to have to be standing next to the sea captain saying vote Democrat. I'm hearing about how the sea captain got scrimshaw, I think he says. Like, look now. He just has all this time. He has enough time to even reverse to get close to the sea captain.
You should get the wasp on planet Hype.
And not enough time. Also, it's very nerve-wracking to go for, because if you don't get there in time, and like it does blow up. Oh no! He was too close to the bus, and he just went back into the car rather than talking to the sea captain. It's a bit of a calamitous old pirate in the sea for Derek. Hemingway would be ashamed.
They're all going for the more difficult Joe.
Vending machines. Yeah, it's faster and also gives you a wasp that's really easy to pick off. Generally speaking, if there's a reason for why these runners do things, it's because it's faster. Like, there's no point even questioning
You
it
see,
anymore.
as somebody who speed runs, I get that. I was just saying it was hard.
Wait, you speed
That should be in quotations. You're right.
I thought you were one of those, like, quick Let's Players or something.
Yeah, that's what I do. Did you see my quick Let's Play at SGDQ? It was great.
Bacon on a mini grind here. 20 coins for absolutely free, and kind of fortunate as well, but equally unfortunate, because Bacon is good enough to be able to pick up that mini grind without needing Cletus to have crashed before in order to give him more time to do it. But Cletus having crashed before giving him more time to do it just makes it safer. But Bacon Man doesn't need the safety. Bacon Man has the safety off, and he's just gonna, fly through this run.
Let me be in the minority when I say this. Mini grinding is dumb.
It depends on the situation, because in follow missions, as long as you don't fail the mission and as long as slingshotting isn't a significant factor, because slingshotting I think exists in every single follow mission, it just gets significantly smaller in effect every time.
I was only saying that because I thought Wi-Fi came up with it.
I don't know who did come up with it, but just in any follow mission, any coins you pick up are basically free, because you get to the end of the mission at the same time no matter what, pretty much. So having to take wider corners to pick up coins is basically, fine, because you're waiting for the other car to get to the end rather than yourself.
Sick free wasp from Derek.
I'd say Baconman still has the point advantage, and Cletus is crashing there. Very unfortunate.
Come on, Cletus. You know where the road is.
Yeah, I think he was too busy dabbing, and he took his hands off the steering wheel. That and Cletus is terrible. Just awful. Derek's a little bit tight here. He's going to be fine, but just for a second there are weird polygons in that area near the fan. So it can be very, annoying, as Bacon gets a very nice transition between the 11th and 12th catch-up packet. Sometimes it can be a bit iffy, and you can overshoot and have to turn around, or you can just, be destroyed by physics and crash into the mountain. Mountain? Mansion.
No, there's a mountain there, too.
Well, mansions are mountainous, so, yeah.
I want to amount to a mansion, so I get it.
Is that a cough or a sneeze? I need to know.
That one was a cough.
Okay, good. There's no difference. If anyone can tell the difference between this, this boy's sneeze and this boy's cough, answer on a postcard, please, because they sound the same to me.
Nobody's been gammed yet. That's a plus.
Well, we did have the gas from
Oh, yeah, we had
Derek
to
and
get-
FBI. Yeah, so if we get 2 more third,
If we get an
We'll be
MD
there.
and an in, it's over.
yeah, Bacon crashing into a trailer, and the Wasp not being very nice, because sometimes the Wasp can go a bit wider there, and he might have been able to pick it up, but the Wasp is like, nah, I'm gonna keep it tight in here. And picking up Malibu Stacy car, because Lisa's a good character, don't tap me. I genuinely do think that.
I want to see her get crucified in the comments for saying that.
Shut up.
Crucify. Crucify this person. That is the most disrespect I've ever heard.
I already have a Messiah complex, so like, don't make it worse, please.
Don't use big
Don't
words.
crucify me.
You know I don't know what that means.
I think it's like a psychological thing where like you're convinced that you are gonna save the world. So it's like the idea of you think you are the Messiah, or you think you have similar like importance to a Messiah, and you know, the boy Jesus. If I may
boy.
get into a history, the boy, that boy Jesus. Sorry, not that boy. Sorry, that was a bit
It's
disrespectful.
that boy.
Yeah, that boy. Yeah, you know, like the frog on the unicycle.
Yes.
That boy Jesus, obviously was crucified. So don't crucify me. I'll just like, you know, get it into my head.
On a completely unrelated note, I think I have a Napoleon complex.
What are you sure?
Everybody's a comedian, huh?
See how this goes. There, getting the freebie nicely. Don't take a note of that coins at the end of Wolves on My Pills, because that's a very important point of the run, because Cola Wars can be a lot faster if you don't need to pick up things like Quickie Mart Reef Wasp. So if you have good coins, you don't have to pick them up, and you'll be fine for after. So I'm gonna do it an inspection, just to make it sound more grandiose. It's gonna be an inspection. And Bacon, interestingly, is trying to store an enter skip, although I don't know if that's actually significant, because you have to do a main menu war at the end of this mission. So, like...
I'm just expecting really good
Why?
cola trucks.
I am too. Although I think Derek had a bit of a tricky time with cola trucks in his runs yesterday that I was watching.
That was a really early drop.
Not really. You can
I
get
think.
it. You
I
can
don't
get a
know.
drop.
I don't know anything about this game anymore.
You can get a drop before the what's it? You can get a drop before he jumps beyond the crusty laugh. It can be a lot earlier than that. And Derek is in the most important mission of the run. They weren't running out of ideas, I swear. Because obviously Wiggum is involved in the retirement home. Obviously. Why wouldn't he be? Isn't the story that like Wiggum is gonna close the retirement home for the night or something? I say
don't know the
story.
story of
That's
this
like
game.
that's a very loose use of the word story.
Sorry about that. Walking.
Baconman says it's a pretty good run. Not good news for Derek, who isn't having a great run either. Who isn't having a great run. So like, Derek kind of needs Baconman to be slightly off his game to be in a good position. And Bacon has been absolutely solid.
Except for the one redo on Bonfire.
I remember I was in this like hospital for people who are having trouble mentally, and one person who was quite off it had smeared feces in these strange like round shapes on the walls. Yeah.
At first I was like, ooh, it's story time, and now
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
just
there
so
was some
uninvested, it's unbelievable.
No, they were crap circles.
Yeah, I knew where that was going.
The more contrived the joke is, the better the joke, smiley face. But yeah, I might be wrong, and I don't think I am though. That Bacon
You're
Man
definitely
isn't
wrong for
going.
that joke.
Bacon Man isn't gonna have an enter skip here, even though like he stored it. I don't think it works. Oh, it does apparently. Okay, I thought it didn't like store itself beyond my menu work, but apparently it does. I didn't check the coins. I'll check the coins now on Bacon Man's side. 792.
Oh, my stream's behind. Sick. He was still in the cutscene.
And Bacon Man's phone enough to waste.
Shut up.
And almost getting the double, but still has to do 3 ground pins in order to destroy everything. I suggest just refreshing really quickly. And
Yeah.
it might solve itself. See now how Derek is at the end of this, because I do expect to see him type in the chat, because often the runner will have a small comment to make during round feces time. I'm going to do a very quick check to see how these runners are in their PBs, so I'm going to peek at this clip. Okay, Baconman, as of the end of Wolfstone Pills, is 24.6 seconds ahead of PB, which means he is on pace for a 125 run, which is literally insane. Like, there's nothing else that can be said. And Derek is 39.1 seconds behind PB as of the end of Return of the Nearly Dead, which puts him on pace for a mid 130. So we're looking at a very significant difference between the two runners. However, I do actually expect, based on that Baconman has a significantly better end game, based upon the fact that there isn't 5 minutes between them, but the pace is 5 minutes different. And I was gonna say perfect first truck, but not managing to get behind it for that first hit, so it's gonna be quite slow here actually.
That strat is actually difficult, unlike the sign.
Oh, it's insanely difficult, yeah. The backup is here.
What am I talking about? The sign's frame perfect.
Everything is either frame perfect or easy.
If I can't do it, it's frame perfect.
Easy.
That's how it works. If I can't do it, it's super impossible.
Okay, I'll do it now on how Derek is on coins. Actually has more coins than Baconman, I think. I think he's on 843? 848.
That roof jump is a lot more difficult than it looks because of just the physics of this game are garbage.
Yeah, on lower FPSs it's pretty easy. And if you want advice, what I'd say is there are skid marks on that jump. You want to take a straight line so that the point at which you start the jump, you're at the end of those skid marks, and then you're in a very nice little line. It was very good, yeah. Oh, damn. Baconman's no longer a servant of Satan. No longer 666 coins. We're at Gamden, no Gamden.
Gamden. I thought that was just your segue. Completely forgot the wheel was coming up.
So Gamden, how are you today?
Exactly.
Oh no, that's a nasty garbage truck right there. That's a garbage truck in every sense of the word.
You can definitely crash your game on this third garbage truck, so let's hope that doesn't happen.
And Lambton dropping the KSFQ smug garbage truck emote. Oh, that was actually quite fortunate. I don't know if Baconman intended for that. I don't think he did, because I wouldn't expect Baconman to have practiced this, because...
That was a smart move, not going on the dirt jump with the truck, though.
Oh yeah, that truck would get reset. But like, getting that fortune of like the truck skidding into the tree.
If you and the truck get reset at the same time, your game crashes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that happened to me last tournament.
I guess it just happens for me where like I've always destroyed the third truck by then. So like, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. You're trying to say I'm terrible.
Bacon's gonna get busted, I think. Yeah, everyone drop the email. Alright, cool. I'm trying to check if I'm still subscribed.
Oh,
No,
drop the
I'm
emote?
not.
I got you.
We got a busted emote here.
I'll drop the emote, alright.
Don't worry, I already know what you're gonna do. Yeah, okay.
I guess we're both predictable, huh?
I'm an enigma, I'll have you know.
Stop using big words. We already been over this.
See how Baconman's coins are now, after getting busted. I'm expecting it to be fine. 719. Yeah, just fine. Might be beneficial for the garbage, or not the garbage truck, but the college truck to get 1 or 2 cars, 1 hit from death,
This
in
is,
order to make those coins a little bit
This
better.
is the only mission that you have to drive to the mission start.
Well,
I
technically
think I'm right.
speaking,
I better be frickin' right.
well, you can do it with any mission.
This is the only one you have to, I said.
Okay. Not
I
just,
said that. Can I get an instant replay?
I kind of want to be contrarian and think of a mission where technically it's wrong.
Anyways,
What?
whatever you do, don't mission select there. I've tried that before. It's not fun.
Yeah, I got that in a PB once. And actually, yeah, what we're seeing here is that most people would pick up Apu American at the end of this mission. But Baconman's coins are quite low, so I think the reason why he's doing this is because it gives him 1 extra box at the legitimate businessman's club.
Oh, yeah,
There's
I
the
forgot about
box
that
there
order change.
at Pin Pals, which is now available to him without losing too much time. However, as far as PB goes, it is going to be a big detriment to him, and I expect that Cola Trucks has already put him in a position where PB is looking less feasible.
Derek's gonna make up a bit of time because he got a way better third cola truck.
Undoubtedly, yeah. Although Baconman is still the very heavy favorite. I'd say there's about 2 minutes between them, although I don't want to say that definitively because I'm probably wrong.
I've come to the conclusion that just everything I say on this stream will undoubtedly be wrong.
It's a really good job you signed yourself up for commentary, then.
Yeah. I just haven't done one in a while. I was like, sure, why not? Didn't know it was going to be the finals.
Just come on, like, okay, we're coming up with Baconman and Derek.
Derek. That one's great.
Okay, I took a small little peer behind the curtain, and the time between the 2 runners at the end of Apu is only, trying to do the maths in my head, 1 minute and 18 seconds, so I was very
Yikes,
wrong.
Baconman missed a pickup.
Baconman's failed. I would say that Derek is basically even now. So, hello everyone. We have
might
drama.
have a race again.
We are in a race. Let's go. I'll do a little check at the end of this mission to see what time they finish on. I'm gonna be tapped out of both streams until they both finish the mission. Yeah, he was only 18 plus out of March, and he's like 20 seconds ahead going into Cola Trucks. So the Cola Trucks he did get was like calamitous for a decent runner, but absolutely horrible for him. My apologies if you can hear fireworks in the background. It's October.
Missed
which means
Baconman
everyone has
failed
to
this mission. That's what
firework.
you missed.
Yeah, Baconman had a tricky time of things at the 8th drop and failed the mission. Or 7th drop. 7th? 8th? 8th drop, never mind.
I thought it was 7th, but I could be wrong.
It was the 8th, I only know because the 7th drop drops in the tunnel, and that just happened on Baconman's screen to remind me. And and failed 5-1 quite late into it as well. See how both runners are on coins right now?
This mission is surprisingly difficult. Like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
watching it, you're like, oh, it's easy. Just follow the truck and pick up the collectibles. But this truck has it out for you.
Yeah, also the end of it is very tricky because because like the end of it features that truck going through like a little bit of a slalom. And when you're playing, you're just like, oh, I have plenty of time. But then you have to go into the slalom following the truck. And the truck is just going on a straight. And all of a sudden it disappears. Like right now on Derek's screen. Oh, this looks good. You're super close, super close, super close. But now Derek enters the slalom as the truck leaves it. And all of a sudden, this is looking a little bit yikes, but he's going to be fine. But if you weren't like a runner of the caliber of Derek and Baconman, a runner of my caliber, you'd, slightly be clenching right now. Okay, I'll do a little check on how much time we have between the two runners. Yeah, so the difference between the two runners now is only 40 seconds or so. I'm not celebrating Oktoberfest. I am getting annoyed at young people who don't seem to understand that not everyone is fond of fireworks. Also, Oktoberfest is in September because it's based on I think it's based on the what's the old calendar called? It's the Julian calendar, I think it's called.
It's spelled with a K too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's OCK, but I won't say that with confidence.
Just like this.
I think it's okay too, yeah.
I think it's just spelled like that.
It's all one word. I know that, at least.
Okay, I accidentally put a space. Crucify me.
I mean, like, I don't know what it's gotten into you, but what gets you in the mood for crucifying right now? Have you been watching too much Passion of the Christ?
No, I went to an art gallery and there was a whole Jesus exhibition and I can't get it out of my head. I was like, damn, they did him dirty.
Oh, Baconman crashing. I'm gonna go for the freebie here and getting it nicely. It's a beer festival specifically celebrated mostly in Bavaria, which is southern Germany. I don't know what the specific reason for it is.
Yo. Oh, Derek almost had a sick baby then.
I'd say he still has a chance of getting this to be good. Okay, no, the chance is gone. I'd say like there's only about a minute between the two runners. Depending on, actually, I'm not going to say a minute, 40 seconds actually.
We're nowhere close to the mission. I'm just curious. Has anybody got the Curator launch in a run?
I doubt it, but I wouldn't put past this game either. I don't know if there'd be the capability of doing it. I don't know where it would be possible.
You can drive around the back of the Curator, and when it spawns on top of you and launches and almost kills itself.
Yeah, but the issue is that is, well then again, I guess it would depend upon approach. I don't think it's fast enough to, I think you'd have to
build it?
Very intentionally.
Build that legend. That absolute legend.
The one who owes you an apology?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a clip of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, which I probably am, but I think Nostalgia found it.
Just talking about only OGs in this run.
It's what I do. I bring the history and no knowledge. I don't believe that was in a run, though, Nathan.
I am joined by the foremost Shaw historian, LPG Cinema.
Let me put my monocle on. Jeez.
I believe it was Mango who said, to run Shaw is to live.
I'm holding a skull like Shakespeare.
Actually, it was Hamlet who was holding the skull.
Yeah, but it was a Shakespeare play.
Derek was a little bit dicey there, but I expect he wasn't that nervous. It just looked a bit close to someone who's less capable of this game, aka me. Oh, Derek. Yeah, this is looking a bit dicey now, but he'll be fine. But should be careful about that hit and run meter. Baconman's coins they're fine. I think these are just fine, honestly. As opposed to lying.
So here's another really dumb AI. That's what Apu's known for.
Yeah, it's the garbage truck can sometimes just go beyond that position where it should do a drop, and then it has to turn around. When I first was trying to get sub 140, my PB, which is like a 140-20 or something, the garbage truck missed the fourth drop and had to turn around to get it. And there's something so awful about the powerlessness of like watching the truck just find its way back around, and you just know what's happening.
So I don't have game volume on right now, but I hope they're blasting the hell out of that horn.
I hope they're not. I'm always a bit annoyed that
La
at the
Cucaracha.
horn. Yeah, but the horn only does the La Cuca bit. They never go for like the last bit of it. It's always like da 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 da.
That's
I
all
like
about
that.
the finesse.
I'd rather like every second have the da 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 da. It just bothers me. It feels like something's being like denied from me every time I hear it.
It's a remix.
Okay, Derek is not going to be going for that new strat, which I see some of the top runners do, where they look behind them because this game has no object permanence, where if you're not looking at a thing, it doesn't exist unless it's an objective vehicle or your own. So if you look away, basically the truck has no traffic to crash into because it just doesn't exist. The only issue is that it can just make pickups a bit more difficult.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It looks like it'd be very hard to do the follow backwards.
Yeah, it's just if you have pretty good spatial awareness, which is something I do not have, and you can sort of like understand how movement affects the minimap because that's what you're going to be navigating based on. Sure, go for it. If you don't, and you're like me, ideally don't. Also, wasn't it you who said like I don't understand why they try to get onto the fire truck there? Just park up next to it. It's all good.
I don't believe that was me. Stop putting words in my mouth.
Okay, I thought it might have been you. I don't know who did say
Just
that.
because stupid things are said doesn't mean they're all me.
I think Derek is significantly better on coins here. We're going to see what he's going to go for, but I expect he's going to go for minimal pickups from here on in the rest of the mission, because I think Baconman's on 419, and Derek is going to be on about the same amount with just general pickups, and he's got one wasp more that he can pick up if he so desires. Nathan, if you could drop that clip in the chat, I'd be very interested in seeing that.
Oh, you haven't seen Curator launch?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's dope.
And you see there Bacon pushing Snake towards the door, just make it a bit faster so that you can just like spam the action button, because after you talk to him, like there's nothing left for him to say. So the only actionable action is
Actionable action.
well, the only thing you can do, the only action that you can do at that moment, because you're too far away from your car to get into it, is to get into the DMV. So it's just nice to have a bit of spam as we move into an interesting mission called Armored Truck, because what's more fun than destroying a very, very difficult to destroy vehicle, destroying a very, very difficult to destroy vehicle, what's in a pretty weak vehicle? That's the fun.
So this strat still blows my mind.
Yeah,
Escaping this
it's
first cop car.
it's a good one.
I don't know why that works.
See how it goes now. This is looking good. Almost destroyed by ambulance. That's actually not very good because the armored truck is stuck in there. I think he's going to want to hit him once or twice just to help him get out. As Bacon is going to destroy the two wasps and probably pick up that vending machine, and his coins are going to look a lot healthier. Derek not opting to push Snake into the door, but it can sometimes just be a bit tricky. As the armored truck proceeds to destroy itself.
Damn.
And
I didn't think that was going to work.
Derek does the 4-1 warp. Normally we do a main menu warp, and the way in which main menu warp works is you basically just leave the level, come back into the level, reset wasp counter. However, because 4-1 takes place in an interior, it's faster than doing a main menu warp. And it still works because you leave the level and you come back into the level. So we warp to 4-1, and then we reset the wasp counter. Although in Bacon's case, it wouldn't have been any use because the armor truck was a little bit slow to destroy itself. So if he had gotten them as freebies, he would just be waiting for longer. And we're going to escape number 2, nice and easy. And Derek is not going to work. Derek is in a bad place now. I don't know if Quimby Chuck actually did stop him from doing that. I think perhaps he just kind of panicked, but I also... I wasn't paying proper attention to it at the time.
That was a good hit, though.
Yeah, he's getting a decent start, although that sports car is making things very tricky. Yeah, I was gonna say too that it looked like that it wasn't specifically the Quimby Truck's fault. And getting this nice hit, which would have been better if he was on 60 FPS, because the way in which that collision would work would be like constant collision, which you can get on several different surfaces, including the central pillar of the staircase. You can have the armor truck drive around that and just get a ton of collisions.
Sick curator.
Absolutely perfect, yeah. Derek is getting a pretty good backup. I mean, this is actually not pretty good. This is very, very good as Baconman gets the cutscene skip. And Derek's going to be fine here. I don't expect to see any problem with car health here. If he's careful, which he should be. Okay, car health is looking a little bit dicey, and he's good. Just be careful to not hit anything, and he'll be fine. Although again, I'd say like that is... I'm going to ask everyone here, what do you think? Do you think that Armored Truck or Failure of 5-1 was more costly on time between the two runners? Because I'm going to say Armored Truck was a little bit more costly. But I'm not entirely sure. I was going to say that with confidence, but then I thought, maybe not. Fort! Baconman failed it.
Nah, this might be third best character in the game. I think second best is Frostilicus.
Sorry. He has a name, it's Jasper. Everyone in chat, I'm very disappointed because I did not notice a single Porsche. Just everyone. I can't believe that, honestly. I feel like there's no point being here if you're not gonna, you know. When I say Porsche, you Porsche. That's how it works. God damn it. Derek, they're very fortunate to get the freebie. Although resetting slightly too late, because you actually and the curator is not playing along here. Although it should be fine as long as he's in position. Part car RNG. That's bad. That's bad. Maybe. Damn it. Tried to car bomb it, but just didn't quite work. That is just pure bad luck. You can't change the RNG that surrounds.
That was really good recovery, though.
It was a very, very good recovery. Quick thinking in every single thing he did. Get the car bomb, get into position, push him into the pillar, and then reverse back into him. Very good. And it's going to try to buffer this cutscene skip, which is something actually I don't advocate because I think that in this cutscene, at least for me, the ability to just spam and wait for something to pop up and not be worried about the non-good pause screens is what makes this cutscene skip easier than Part 1 and 2 for me. Whereas to make it a bufferable cutscene skip, for me, makes it more difficult, but maybe Derek finds it easier. And he has moved from 60 FPS to 120 due to frustration surrounding Bridge Clip. And may I say, viva la Bridge Clip, you will not take Bridge Clip away from me. How dare you?
People don't do bridge clip. That's a thing.
It was discussed that bridge clip might be removed because it was considered to be something. It was considered to be something that might be reliant upon hardware. However, I don't think that is the case because the argument was that having better hardware made it harder to do. but I've got a pretty good rig, and I can do bridge clip very reliably on 60 FPS, and even get it sometimes on 100 FPS.
Yeah.
But it
I
was
can't
discussed
do
to
the
be
other
banned.
strat.
Yeah, cemetery resets are something incidentally I'm going to be practicing tonight in order just to see if maybe I'm going to move up to higher FPSs. But I still want bridge clip in the back pocket, just in case.
Not running at 45 FPS.
Not running at 25.75 FPS.
I'm gonna run at 1 FPS tonight.
I did that once. It was a very surreal experience.
Eat asphalt eaters.
The amount of
All right.
just like optimizations that this game has gone through since I stopped running it is honestly unbelievable.
Well,
Like
maybe
the
those
fact
things
that
are
you
related.
like
I'll
yeah,
agree.
shut up. Like the fact that you get that vending machine on the second go through instead of the third one because car resetting is a bit slower.
We were all like, you know, LPG's gone. Let's bust out the cool strats.
LP3's gone. Finally, that nerd can stop annoying me so I can learn how to play this game properly.
One thing actually, some people might be noticing is that unless you're on console, the hover card doesn't go translucent as it does in console. However, a recent Lucas Mod Launcher update has enabled us to have translucent hover car, which I think is pretty neat. And it makes me very happy that very happy that Lambton found a way to make 7-3 out of bounds, because I would hate to do lab coat caper conventionally with translucent hover car.
That sounds like a blast. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just find things very difficult to just to navigate because of the refraction of the hover car.
So let's see how Bacon Man does on Duff Truck.
Actually, let's not. Let's look away. Everyone, look away from the
When I actually try to seriously commentate, this is what I get. Nah, screw it. I'm making jokes the rest of the run. I'm gonna act like I don't even know they're playing a video game.
I mean, you don't even know they're playing a video game. You don't know what they're doing, even though you do know they're playing a video game. What's the difference?
What are you talking about?
That you're a noob. And going into
I
Full
hate
Metal
this so
Jackass,
much.
which incidentally is the most important mission in the run. The best. Like, just objectively speaking, it is the best mission in the run. And I say that not because I am the IMWR holder of this
Oh, what?
mission.
Following Frank?
No, of Full Metal Jackass destroying Skinner.
Ah, nah. That mission sucks.
It's such a good mission. It's
Nah.
objectively the best.
You aren't even
And-
good at it. Like,
Well, maybe you should check the IM leaderboard.
you act like I care.
You act
what
like
you
I'm
started?
taking this seriously.
See what you started? You did
Well,
this.
have you
Not
reverted
me.
have you reverted to a 13-year-old? I don't
Yes.
care. Oh,
I'm so over it, Mom.
it's cool because I don't care about it.
I only listen to bands that talk about suicide and wear more makeup than girls do.
Don't you dare badmouth the Cure like that. Also set to kill is another mission. That's went under a bit of a rejig of where we skip certain stands, which actually removes beach coins as a thing we get at all manually in the run in bar 2. But it just makes the whole path quicker because you get to go straight through a very difficult area rather than having to do the slalom. So you save the slalom for later.
I don't remember these being here before.
which kind of makes me sad because I remember last year's tournament. My brilliant and not overly repeated joke of "Oh my God, they missed a 20-second drop!" is no longer relevant as we
You
see
have
at boat jump.
jokes.
There we go. That's boat jump for you. If you saw Baconman, you just
Hey.
automatically reset and you end up on top of the boat. That would have happened if it was successful in Malibu Stacy Car earlier in Clueless. And getting busted again. I was literally about to say that's a fairly decent cop avoidance, but it just didn't work.
Oh yeah, I totally rule. I'll never lose.
And again, the best mission of the run, Full Metal Jackass. Boy, I wish I had the IM. Oh wait, I do.
Boy, you really like this mission.
It's the only thing I've gotten this run in this game. I've got to
I
hold
mean,
on
that's
to it.
one more
It's my-
thing than I've got, so.
It's my child. And Derek is very unfortunate here because it's just, I think what Derek should be doing is hitting Skinner in here because it would realign him to get him either out or damaged. So,
Yeah, he's just gonna stay there.
and there you go. I think that the issue is that Derek let Skinner get out very, very slowly. Whereas he could have tried to manipulate him either A, get damage, or B, get him out quicker. But he is going to get the coins here. As Baconman here is going to be hoping that the alien car will pick up the first box on the beach, which is what I meant earlier by we don't pick up beach coins at all manually. Because we get to let the alien car do it for us. And you'll see Baconman, there you go, 31 coins, seemingly from nowhere. It's actually because of the alien car.
The
And cutscene
evolution
skip
of
number
this mission
3.
is actually the dumbest thing.
Oh yeah, we used to do it backwards. And it could just,
We started off doing
failed
it
us every now and
forwards.
again.
Then we did it backwards. Then we're like, what are we doing? Forwards is faster. And then we switched back to forwards.
I think actually backwards can be faster. It's just that you don't get the coins, and also you need very, very lucky traffic.
Yo, did he get a
And
one
also
pause?
Baconman with the one pause. Yeah, one pause.
I commend anybody who goes for one pauses in tournaments.
I don't think he went for it. It's just that he's got I think just
You
it's
just gotta
what he
commit.
does. Yeah, I think it's just what he does. He waits very long and he knows what that audio trigger is, or the audio cue is, I should say.
There's also a visual cue. Second Bart disappears from the car.
Yeah, but that's but given how Baconman's on 150 FPS, the ability to actually use that visual cue is, I think, just too hard because we only he has only got 20 what's it? I think it's like 28 FPS that the human eye actually observes at. So the actual chance of him seeing that frame is kind of small. So I expect the audio cue is more
What I got from that is he just has to get good.
Yeah, exactly. You know, become a superhuman with super eyes.
Yeah.
And Baconman is overcoined and we will be adding 3 hours onto that time.
Dang. Life comes at you fast.
And Derek not getting that boat jump. I'll tell you what, this is one thing, because back in the day, I used to always hang in new runners' streams and give them advice. When I see runners who didn't look at the route properly, just set to kill is such a hard mission, but that jump into the boat and then a reset, it makes the end of that mission so easy. Yes, nude runners. I make sure they always had webcams. New runners. I'm sorry if I have an accent.
I wasn't even paying attention. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not paying attention. That's new.
Yeah. Right? It's quite the plot twist. So, zombie car, 95% of the time, you want to stay in first person.
For the most part, because it's got
Sounds
smoke
like the
all the
smoke on it.
time. Yeah, it's just bothersome.
Hey, I knew something about this game. You didn't correct me.
Well, I mean, it's literally just something you can observe. It's just something that always exists. Actually, I'll tell you what. Give yourself okay, very important, a small pat on the back.
Okay,
There you go.
we're good. It was minuscule. I made sure.
I want you to barely even feel it, you know?
Yeah.
If
like
you're
there's a
wearing too
mosquito
heavy
in
a
my house.
shirt. Yeah, if you're wearing too heavy a shirt, you wouldn't feel it. Only if you're wearing paper thin clothing. would you actually know you're being patted on the back. And Derek, 3 paws, 4 paws, 5 paws, 6 pauses, and successful. Only 1 cutscenes get missed the entire run.
In my opinion, it's the hardest one, so.
I agree, yeah. And Baconman on 150 FPS will be going for Out of Bounds. This is the hardest FPS to do this on just because the collisions, I think it's the collisions of the skeletons are a lot less forgiving on higher
Sick.
FPSs and getting a very, very tidy little Out of Bounds. See how Derek's coins are now, actually. I think he probably picked up neighbor's coins based on the time left, based on like the time it took him to get to this position. Although he has not picked up a single coin, so we are not even able to see his coins. But everyone get ready. Suck, 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 suck.
I don't
Whichever
understand
kind-
this.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say, I don't know if Derek, or not Derek, LP3 even understands what I'm saying. Is that
I know there's some sort of skip here, but I don't know exactly what it is.
we trigger the race because that gives us our vehicle back. Then we cancel the race because we have our vehicle.
Okay,
Then we
I know
get
this.
into the interior, not too close because you can actually soft lock the game if you're too close to the door. And then you trigger the mission. You do not restart the mission because that will reload the level. And then you get out into the car.
I know this. I just don't know what suck means.
Oh, sorry. It's basically that Frank's line as he gets sucked into the tractor beam is, "Oh, the tractor beam, it's sucking me up." And then the way in which it works is because we have a constant position that we get that the suck starts. The last syllable we hear before he explodes is suck. "Oh, the tractor beam, it sucks." And that's it.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't claim to be a Frank impression aficionado. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you've got any misconceptions. And Bacon looked like a good park to me. Now, who are we expecting? Are we expecting to see Hearse, Witch Bitch, Spooky Bog, or Spooky Greg? Do you even know what those categories are?
Yes, I'm expecting a spooky Greg. That's the casket car, right?
Yeah, it's one of the casket cars. Spooky Greg is the good. He's like the guy. He's got your back, you know.
Yeah, good guy,
He'll be
spooky
there for
Greg.
you. Yeah. Whereas Spooky Bob, he's a bit of, doesn't really like the town, so he's kind of hoping that you don't actually destroy the UFO. So it's like, nah, I'll just drive the other way. It's all good. Spooky Bob is who you shouldn't aspire to be in life. Oh, Spooky Bob and Greg in screen at once. Is that? Oh God, is that Bob? Maybe that was Bob, because Bob is the kind of guy to go, eh? No. So I'm expecting this to be a Greg. This is a Greg. Greg's the kind of guy who's like, "Bob, seriously? This person just wants a lift," and drives up just to say, "Here, come on, just get in." Exactly, Aqua's right. Bob will sell you out for a bottle of beer and a pack of cigarettes. And there we go. That's a Greg if I've ever seen one in my life. What an absolute Greg. As Derek gets, I'd say, slightly slower on this OOB. This actually looks like he's jammed in here. He might not be able to get out of this angle. Based on the fact that nothing is... Okay, he's out, but it's very slow. And now on to 7 to 6. We're going to expect to see symmetry resets from... When I say expect to see, obviously we're going to see symmetry resets, because if you want to go for a bridge clip on 150 FPS or 120 FPS...
Did you just say 100 meth? I could have sworn I heard meth.
Oh, 100 what?
Meth.
Meth.
Yeah.
No, that's just an unrelated thing. Sorry, I've got plans later.
Damn.
But yeah, if you want to do bridge clip on insanely high FPSs, check yourself into some kind of a place where the jackets go all the way around, because chances are you might need that, or at least after attempting bridge clip enough, you're gonna need it. And this looks good. It's good. Bacon is out of bounds and won't be back in bounds until he picks up the waist in 7-7.
That's so sick.
It is, yeah. It's so difficult though. I've been attempting it myself in order to give myself another string to the bow, as it were. but I just can't do it.
I've
I'm gonna
actually
see,
practiced this out of bounds, and I've never made it to cemetery resets. So, I mean, I'm bad, but still.
What do you mean you never made it to cemetery resets? Like, you never even get to the cemetery?
No, like I would try bridge clip instead.
Okay. I like that idea that you didn't even know cemetery resets exist. Like, so someone
No.
tells you the cemetery exists.
It was
and you're
like it was like an ancient
"What?
myth. I've heard about it, but I've never seen it.
There's a cemetery out there. Really?
Maybe
And
that's what they mean when they say reset.
Bacon with the absolute swag strat right there, wheeling all the way over. It's actually technically faster because you can get 1 kilometer an hour faster as a top speed when you're wheeling, as opposed to when you're not. But it takes like an insanely long period of time to actually accelerate. Oh my god, Spooky Bob and Greg together again, and I think again we have a similar situation. Bob's like, no, get out of my, no. Okay, you'll just. Okay, look, I know what you're like. Okay, you got your apples in your pockets. You take them out. You don't take them with you, and I'm the one who has to clean my car, and you're just nowhere to be seen. Okay. Whereas Greg's like, you know, it's fine. It's such a rapper. Just get in. Come on, I'll
I'm
give you a
so
lift.
done.
This race will be soon too, as Bacon is in the final 25 seconds or so of the run. And also, Sparrow with the correct observation, this tournament might end on Halloween, which is also the day on which the game ends. 30th of October, if you keep an eye on those newspapers. And Baconman is going to finish with a 127, 17, 16,
15.
16. And Baconman has also rainbows. 7-7. So well done, Baconman. Progressing into the final. So basically, Baconman is the person to beat twice if you want to win the tournament. And Case of Q? Jesus Christ. Case of Q, Vapo, and Derek will all be vying to be the person to try to beat him twice, but that is no easy feat.
Let me just reiterate, that's an absolutely insane time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, I think that is that might be the fastest time we've had all tournament. By a actually, yeah, that's the fastest time we've had all tournament. By a fairly significant difference. The fastest time all tournament that I can currently see is a 1:28.19, which was set by Vapo in the race against Duck Bob. So that's a full minute and 30 seconds faster. I might be wrong as to what's the any faster run than that, but I don't think we've had a 1:27 all tournament. And Derek blows up the waist, unfortunately. Or wait, no, I think he just didn't get the reset properly. My apologies for the incorrect information. I don't know what stage he failed at because I was too busy trying to check for the fastest time there was. It was okay, so it was a final launch. It probably reset him back onto the bridge because he misaligned it slightly. So we're looking now at about a 1:30, probably like a 1:32, a low one, because he's going to have to do 7-7 all inbounds, and that takes about 2 minutes and 20 seconds if you're very speedy. So that means that going forward, we have a race that will come up, which is not currently scheduled, between Vapo and KSFQ. And that is the next race that has to happen, because both the runners in here need to wait for the results of other races to have their next race. And Derek, oh no, never mind, that was Bacon, who decided to just warp to Labco Caper. And getting Human Cookbook. Well done to Derek.
I mean, who's really the winner if you get Human Cookbook?
If I had my way, I would be subtracting time for that. I think that we might just be seeing RC car on Baconman's screen, just driving around. This is what he was doing before the run as well. What is Baconman doing here? Oh, is this like some kind of weird thing where like he's gonna phase through the building or something? Yes, it is. Fantastic. And we have a good old school with a K, I believe. OLDSKOLL.
The only way to spell school.
Of course. If you're cool, that is.
With a K.
Yeah, of course. If you're cool, not dyslexic. And yeah, so we're expecting Derek to finish up with about probably a 132 1x, maybe? No, actually 132, like 4x. My knowledge of like the times for an inbounds, it's just gone. Out of bounds is just the thing now. So I just don't have any like memory of what it was like to have to drive these roads.
132.55. That's what I'm saying.
What's that? Okay, I'm suspicious that maybe like check the stream. I don't know if maybe he's already finished on his.
Nah. I'm just really good. That's what it is.
Okay, okay, if I have to put my stakey claim, I'm gonna go for a 132.48. That's what I'm gonna go for.
$132.69. Good joke, dude.
That's such a good joke that it's an impossible time to get because that's a 133.09. Smiley face.
I remember when I graduated public school.
What's the year 1992?
Yeah. We had to say diggity because the Kaiser stole our education.
Okay, I'm trying to like keep an eye on all the times we have. I have a 48, we have a 55 from LP3, we have a 58 from Lantern, and we have a 56 from Nathan, a 49 from Sparrow. And Derek has thrown all of our guesses, into the river by going. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'd rather just like kill the switch.
I would have been right.
I really hope that multiverse theory is correct. Like in another version of this, Derek didn't do this, and again doing this as well. Designed cat-eye economic. Okay, and he finishes with a 133.05, and that will be it for what? Dancing Ned. Let's go. So I'd like to invite both runners into the VC in order to conduct a post-race interview. I will tag them both in order to invite them. Okay, and we are joined, first of all, by our winner, who has set a new, like, all of Shire tournaments ever record of 127.16. Baconman12. So, how'd the run go, aside from 5-1? Obviously, 5-1 was a bit of a horror show.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good run, apart from 5-1, and Cola Trucks and Bonfire, but
Babyman was a bit dicey as well. Babyman kind of got out and about a bit.
Yeah, a little.
How were you in aside, like, what was your best time with respect to PB? Because I know that you were about 26 seconds ahead, leaving Wolves on my pills.
Oh yeah, I was 24 seconds ahead apparently. Yeah. This run could have gotten a really good PB because of my Homer 2 is bad in PB. Like I saved almost a minute in my Homer 2.
Wow. Also, just a small note on the side, Derek won't be joining us. I imagine just a bit frustrated as a result of just a lot of bad luck throughout the run.
Yeah.
And so that means that the remaining runners against you, Bacon, are KSFQ, Vapo, and Derek. Is there anyone you kind of ideally do want to face in the grand final of this tournament?
I mean, it's really... wait, let me think. it really doesn't matter that much because they're all good runners.
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, they'd all wipe the floor with anyone in this voice call except for you. And obviously, Derek is there.
That's facts.
Yeah, I like damn. Although I think Katie could put up a fight, but I still think, yeah, I'll digress on that. If there were like your coin ride was one thing I was noticing that throughout you were picking up like small things, like for example in 5-1 or not 5-1-1-5, you picked up a crusty glass by driving under it. How much have you acted in like small things like phone booths and so on into your coin route in order to like make incremental improvements to it?
Not that much, really. Only like in Homer 1 a little. But still, my coins were really bad this run because I got busted twice.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, how close were you to PB overall?
Well, if 5-1 didn't happen, then this would have been a really good PB.
So you can get busted twice. You can have a bit of a dicey cola trucks, a bit of a dicey baby van, and still hit 125. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, if I get a good enough run, yes, apparently so.
That is just insane.
Yeah. I also had to get early American.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed. Was that just purely because of pin pals? Did you know, or did you just have a feeling you needed it?
I mean, my coins were looking so bad that I really had to get it.
Yeah.
To get $1 from it.
LP3, do you have any questions that you want to add?
Yeah. The only question I got, and I ask every runner this question, what's your favorite Simpsons episode?
That's a good one. My favorite Simpsons episode is probably Homer's Barbershop Quartet.
It's a solid choice.
Good episode. And what is... I'm trying to think of how to phrase this question.
Derek, if you want to
Anya?
answer in the chat, same question for you.
He probably hasn't watched a single episode.
Wow.
And, okay, if you can potentially put it into words, because I know it's a very difficult question. Science skip.
Yeah.
I'm so done. It's difficult, I'm telling you.
Not as hard as button jump though.
Yeah, how many times did you try that? It was like 5 is what I saw, but I might just be misremembering because it was so long ago.
I think I got it 4th or 5th try, yeah.
Yeah. So going forward, we have Derek dropping into the losers winners final, which is kind of weird to say. So going forward, we have Vapo versus KSFQ will be our next race, currently unscheduled. The winner of that will play Derek. The winner of that will play Baconman, and Baconman will have 2 opportunities to get a single win to win the entire tournament. However, if he does not win either, as a result of this being a double elimination, we will have a winner of KSFQ, Vapo, or Derek, depending upon whoever can beat Bacon twice, if that is even possible among the runners of the tournament. It's going to be a big tournament going forward. A big, big tournament. So, any closing remarks from the peeps in the call?
Good run.
Good run indeed. LP3?
Science skip is difficult.
Ain't that the truth? So I'd like to thank Derek and Baconman for giving us an enjoyable race, albeit one that was littered with some nasty pieces of luck, nasty pieces of all sorts of things, and for making it a very, very entertaining race to watch. And I'd like to thank my co-commentator, LP3, and Gaily for the nice, smooth restream. So thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you when KSFQ plays Vapo. Good race coming up.
Au revoir.
Adios.